and welcome to the Fat Man Go Boom channel. Tonight, we are putting off Assassin's Creed 4 for just a tiny little while here, maybe an hour or two, and we're going to play this great indie game called Never Alone. I don't know if it's great. The only reason why I'm saying it is great is because of the art. I was blown away from some of the screenshots of seeing this fantastic looking game, and I knew I had to try it. I have to say I know pretty much nothing about this game, or next to nothing. I saw that there was some great looking images, and from what I gathered, a bit of a puzzle game. So what we're going to see is a Inuit girl, and she's going to have a fox or a wolf or a dog that comes along with her and helps her. The game is called Never Alone, and I'm going to look it up. The game is called Never Alone, and it was developed by a company called Upper One Games and published by E-Line Media. It's on a Unity engine. This game was built on that. The Unity engine is becoming a huge middleware for building games. It's led to great minimalistic games like Race the Sun. If you have not played that game, Race the Sun, please check that game out. That game was fantastic. As for this game, we're going to find out together. Stay tuned. Let's jump in. Let's play this game. I'm looking forward to it. Just so that you know, this game comes on Windows, PS4, and the Xbox One. It just got released on Tuesday, and this will be the first time me playing it at all. So let's get into it. Inuit are an Alaska Native people who have thrived for thousands of years in one of the most formidable environments on Earth. Learn more about the Inuit through Unlockable Culture Insights.
One of the things I think a lot of people need to understand is we aren't a museum piece. The Inupiaq people are a living people and a living culture. Even though we're in northern Alaska, which covers this vast area from Nome all the way over the Canadian border, is that there's this extreme value of interconnectedness and interdependence.
It's a hunting society, a gathering society from thousands of years.
This is what creates our culture.
That special relationship between humans and the natural world and the animals, and that it teaches you how to have a society that doesn't do too much harm to the world.
Love and respect for nature, for one another, for our elders. Very, very fundamental value, key to life.
Our values are something that bind us all. The importance of sharing with one another, the importance of spirituality, and the connection to the land, our traditions, how we hunt, sharing of stories and songs and dances.
I'm Inupiaq. I'm from the Arctic Ocean.
I am Inupiaq.
It's very important to me. It's who I am as a person.
And we're very proud of who we are, and we want to continue that.
It'd be busy all through the day. You get up, and you just go right to work, you know, right to work.
There was always something to do. There was never any idle time. The only idle time we had was after we eat and before we go to bed.
One of the older people would be just relaxing, laying down there and saying, you know, it'd be really nice to hear a story. And then just organically, someone would just start telling a story.
Storytelling for the Inupiaq people is very important because it not only created that sense of community, but is a way to pass on wisdom to the next generation.
It was like TV, you know? It was just like, it was as good as anything, any movie you've ever seen. And the storyteller told it so clearly that it was just as powerful as any of the greatest movie blockbusters you've ever seen.
There was a reason behind the stories that we were told because they held traditional knowledge. They held things that we might need to know in life, whether it was about how to find food or how to survive, or it was about well-being and the importance of connecting with people and being a good member of the community.
We all do stories. We all live in stories. We all tell stories to our friends. And they need to be told. They need to be heard.
Unip kako te aksik pen. Dala ni rakan nasuk unip kak to kawi rakama. Nibe aksik akarwalugo inyo ni akaniksuk. Ang ayukaga mani, sumitema. Nibiak siya karolo kamu ni alato neksak. Asi surakal lablo ni, supayanik. Inyo ni ako din, ano kao di guys? Ano huli nga ilaksok? Ano huli nga ilak pasyon eh? Kisay ma, panirani alak sibut. Ibiak siya karolog, kisay ma isummerpok. Tabrasi kangit tsako aksiga summan. Ano huli siguro kumakan?
Yes, RPG guy, this is a game. This is called Never Alone. It's a pretty amazing game. We will get into it here. This is just the storytelling part of it. You're going to see a young girl with her cub or her fox or wolf or whatever it is, and it's going to be a puzzle game, and the art in it is immaculate. It is just beautiful. So let's check it out.
Ano hulak pa siya sunira ka na chokon ni. Tabra ni biyak siya karewalok ayung itchok. Pajagni uliksok.
No, it is not free. It was $13 on the PSN. It goes for about 15. Wow. Awesome. Yeah, it looks beautiful. Yeah, it's pretty amazing so far. I just can't get over that this is built on the Unity engine. It's from a small developer. It's just, this is what gaming needs, is something like this. Not only does it bring culture, but it just brings fantastic art.
Kole ringai chok inyugunut tegan niakaganevligo. Tegan niak tamna allatun ingichok. Iveaksiagaruan kangersingarok supaya ikayok teqaganevliwit. Allauluni taamna teqiganniaq sivuniqsipkangaga iveaksiagarualuk qanutun peqpaganaqtilaangit tamatkua ikayok tauruat. Niveaksiagarualuk kangersingarok supaya ikayok teqaganevliwit. Allauluni taamna teqiganniaq sivuniqsipkangaga niveaksiagarualuk qanutun peqpaganaqtilaangit tamatkua ikayok tauruat. Niviaqsiaqalualugulo teriganniaqalu ikayuuti piaqtuk. Siqaqaniutimigini. Araa kangeqsinaitsoqunni qanuq pisilaanga. Akalaan tavra atautsikun aingaluk.
Just an amazing game.
So scrimshaw is this really beautiful method of art that's done either on baleen or ivory, and traditionally it was used to tell stories.
Each etching is telling a story of some event. Caribou hunting was taking place. This is what was going on. War began around this time, and so it sort of gives you a timeline of history through etching.
An elder or the person who carved it would literally be able to read the scrimshaw story.
They're like reading a book, in a way.
A lot of the storytelling traditions would be things that after the storytelling was done, we'd just rely on the next person telling it. And so scrimshaw is a very important way for Alaskan people to record their history.
I don't want to get too far in behind with these. When we do play the game, I will play them as soon as we hit them.
When I was growing up, my grandpa had a pet white fox. If you're a good friend with a fox, when there's danger abound, they try to keep you from getting into trouble. They pull tricks here and there, and foxes are like spoiled little kids in a way. when you let her out, she'd go prancing out in the snow, jumping in the air. I know she was happy then. Come running at me and jump on my chest, knock me backwards, lick my face, and I try not to let it. So that was my memory of my grandpa's pet fox.
There's only two more.
Caribou was, it provided for us in many ways.
Our clothing in those days was made of all caribou skin.
I grew up wearing caribou bands, mittens, caribou skin mattress, blankets.
Some people had boots that were made with wolf leggings, sealskin sole bottoms. Baleen was shaved to make insoles. They kept us quite dry and warm as well. But the caribou skin clothing was the best. We would get as many yearlings as we could for our outer clothing. And for a heavy winter, we would get caribou